Guys, we have a big breaking news coming out. Zelenskyy jet is targeted by military-style drones, which fly towards plane's flight path as it arrives in Dublin. Zelenskyy jet targeted. Wow. Let's see what's going on here. Do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Zelenskyy plane was targeted by military-style drones, which flew towards its flight path as it arrived in Dublin. It has emerged. 4 large UAVs breached a no-fly zone as the Ukrainian leader jet approached for a one-day visit late Monday night. Zelenskyy plane touched down moments before the drones arrived at the exact position where his aircraft had been expected to pass just after 11 p.m. They were very lucky. Very lucky. This would have ended up bad breaking news. All right, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We had 82,000 subs, or maybe 83,000 subs. We like 17,000 away from hitting the big mile, 100,000. I got a feeling it's going to take another 10 years the way this platform is going nowadays. But hopefully that day comes soon where we hit that 100,000 mark. It will be amazing. All the videos, all the hard work. It just put the plaque in my studio room. All right, so it says here he had been due slightly later, and security sources told the journal that the drones timed their arrival with the original landing schedule. After missing the aircraft, the drones shifted course and hovered above an Irish Navy vessel that had been deployed currently in the Irish Sea to support the visit. Now, sources said the UAVs flew for up to 2 hours after taking off from the northeast of Dublin, possibly near Howth. And investigators are examining whether they may have been launched from land or from an unidentified vessel offshore. So far, the operation have not been identified and the drones have not been recovered. A command was not given to take down the drones out of the sky. Security officials concluded that the drones were large, highly sophisticated, and of military specifications, raising fears that the incident may have been a hybrid attack. Man. So they don't know who the drones belong to. Again, the only thing we know is Zelenskyy plane landed safe and the drones were behind it. Like, again, they were like kind of a far distance, but they were very close reaching Zelenskyy plane. Very close. Wow. I'm glad that everything's okay, but again, this would have been a big breaking news. I mean, worldwide, this would have been bad, really bad. And look, guys, we want this peace deal to be done, but when it comes to like trying to do that type of stuff, taking out certain who, that's not the way. That is not the way doing it. All right, so here's a picture. So Zelenskyy landed early at 11 p.m. on Monday, and so we're getting this information now. With drones reaching exact flight path location, the plane had been due to pass moments later. So you have the, I'm sorry, guys. There we go. I need to use SpongeBob for a moment. So you have this one here. Four unidentified military drones took off from somewhere northeast of Dublin, possibly near Houth. So he landed here, and then you have some of the drones, which seemed like it appeared in this area, but you also have this one here, drones, then orbited above Irish Navy vessel Le William Butler Yeats at the undisclosed location of Dublin, but within 12 nautical mile limit of Irish controlled waters. All right, so I don't know why I have SpongeBob. I don't know. I guess that was the wifey. I just wanted like a regular, like a pointing error, so I could just point whatever news I want to show you guys. But for some reason, I don't know. I just ended up with SpongeBob. I don't know how, but I might have to change it. Their lights were illuminated, which investigators say points to a deliberate attempt to disrupt or intimidate rather than conceal. There's a possibility they might have tried to spook Zelenskyy, but yeah, I mean, I feel like it was supposed to, some kind of operation, but it failed. Garda Commissioner Justin Kelly was briefed in the early hours of Tuesday. Then you have the tire search, and ministers for justice and defense were also notified overnight. It is unclear whether Zelenskyy delegation was informed the breach was akin to a series of recent incidents across Europe in which unidentified drones forced the closure of airports and triggered investigations into state-backed interference. Now it says here, airports in Brussels and Denmark were temporarily shut in recent weeks. Now, guys, there's been a lot of drones activity going on there, and they keep blaming Russia. Russia is like, it's not ours. We're not sending drones to you guys. Same thing happened in New Jersey. I just feel like a lot of these drones has something connected with us. So airports in Brussels and Denmark were temporarily shut in recent weeks after drones penetrated restricted airspace, and Dutch forces have opened fire on rogue drones in separate events. Now, the Dublin intrusion occurred inside a no-fly zone ordered by the Irish Aviation Authority for the duration of Zelensky's visit. Ahead of the visit, the Irish MEP Barry Andrews posted a graphic on social media showing the no-fly zone which was imposed. Now it says here, the drones then entered Irish-controlled waters and circled above the Le William Butler Yeats, which did not have air search radar and was unable to disable them. An Irish Air Corps aircraft was airborne at the time and did not engage. Man. So that's his plane. That's a BMW. All right, so the good thing is he's good. Nothing happened, but this would end up being a really bad situation. Irish forces had limited technical option to intervene, and Garda issued handheld jamming equipment could not be used because of the drones were far beyond its range. The naval vessel was armed only with machine guns capable of close-range engagement, and officials judged it too risky to fire. I was thinking about that too. Because if you hit those drones, and they say that the drones were big, they were massive. If you hit the drone and it comes down, it's possibly going to hit populated area. The drones were believed to be quadcopters, a type capable of hovering in place using 4 rotors. Crew members on deck spotted them illuminated against the night sky. A high-level meeting between Garda, the defense forces, and senior national security officials was convened in Dublin on Tuesday to assess the breach and the response. Now, Zelensky's visit proceeded without disruption, though his aircraft used a specialist takeoff procedure when departing Dublin to reduce exposure to further drone activity. Man. The incident comes amid mounting concerns about Ireland's ability to respond to modern security threats. The country's defense spending is mounting the lowest in Europe, just 0.24% of its GDP. Over the last few years, the Ukrainian Security Service has revealed a number of foiled attempts to harm the president. It says here last year the agency revealed 2 Ukrainian Gov Protection Unit colonels were arrested after a failed Russian attempt. I'm going to skip certain words here, guys. Now, they were allegedly looking for willing members of Zelensky's security details who could, well, I'm going to skip certain names here, guys. I truly apologize. This platform is really straight. Now, earlier this year, it was disclosed by the SBU that another potential strike had been foiled at Rzeszów Airport in Poland. All right, so once again, the Daily Mail has contacted the Garda for comment on the Irish incursions. Man. Look at this here, Newsweek. They also put out their information. Zelenskyy jet in near miss with 4 drones. Man. Excuse me, guys. Got this headache. It's killing me. Might have like some kind of I guess it's like influenza or something. At this time, the origin of the drones and who may have controlled them remains unknown, according to reports. But security forces currently believe the drones were merely meant to disrupt Zelensky's flight, as their lights were on as their lights were on as they flew. Garda Commissioner Justin Kelly learned of the incident early on Tuesday morning, while Martin and the Minister of Justice and Defense were informed just hours after it occurred. The journal reported that Zelenskyy arrived in Ireland on Monday ahead of schedule, only for 4 military-style drones of unknown origin to breach the designated no-fly zone that would have been his flight path. Man. The drones reached a location where Zelensky's plane would have been had it arrived on time around 11 p.m. local time, arriving just as the plane would have passed that point. Sources who spoke with the journal said that the drones appeared to launch from northeast of Dublin and flew around for up to 2 hours. The drones also littered above an Irish Navy vessel that had secretly deployed for Zelensky's visit. The vessel, Le William Butler Yeats, did not take down the drones, but also lacked any capability to disable them. And a nearby Irish Air Corps aircraft also did not get involved. Deck lookouts spotted the drones because their lights were on as they flew. Once again, the lines of inquiry include whether the drones were launched from an undetected ship. That's crazy. So they don't know where the drones is coming from. I mean, don't you guys have radar? I mean, satellites? You could just hit rewind on that VHS tape and see where the drones came from. It says here what people are saying. The office of the president of Ireland wrote on X on Tuesday, said, "This morning, the president welcomed Mr. Zelenskyy and First Lady." All right, so Ukrainian leader Zelenskyy wrote earlier this week on X, "Ukraine deeply appreciate the support and assistance of the Irish people and the Gov, as well as everything they have provided to help strengthen our defense against the bear terror. We discussed steps towards ending the war with a guaranteed peace for Ukraine and all of Europe, the importance of unity between Ukraine, Europe, the United States, and all those committed to global stability on this path," Zelenskyy continued. Now, we also talked about security guarantees and cooperation on Ukraine's path to the EU. We are grateful to Ireland for standing with us in all of these areas. All right, give me a second here, guys. All right, so this is all the information here. This is all the information. But other than that, this was a very close one. Zelenskyy jet targeted. That was a very close one. Was it an accident? Was it trying to spook him? Was it a mission operation? We don't know, but one thing I tell you guys, stuff like this, you don't play around when it comes to a foreign leader. And I do believe there's a possibility someone is sending a message. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Leave comments down below. If you can, please pray for me. I don't know how I'm making this video, but man, I do need prayers. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Till next time later. Peace.